Yeah. Before we start, who's your favorite arm wrestler? Who?
It's
Come on.
Coach Ray. Coach Ray is the greatest ever.
Well, no, okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. Hey, if I beat Bowen, then I'm like the greatest in the universe.
Yeah. But you already are, but yeah, beating Bowen would just confirm it.
Exactly. Yeah, like solidify. Yeah, makes sense. We're pretty much a week away, 10 days away from the biggest arm wrestling match in history. In my opinion, it's Devon versus Levan. I have here Mindaugas Tarasaitis, one of the best lightweights on the planet right now. So everyone's opinion kind of has shifted right now, and everyone thinks Devon has better chances of beating Levan than the other way around. When it was announced, it was completely different. Has your thoughts changed? What were your thoughts at the start, and have they, changed or something?
Yeah, so let me summarize my thoughts. So yeah, when I'm looking at the match, I'm looking at a couple of factors which I think could be important here. So number one, that Devon is known to be to have great endurance. He's very static puller, and he's he can sit in those positions forever. And now we know that, or at least it seems like he's on a good diet, on a good pancake diet, which I think is a very good combination. Whenever you take an arm wrestler who is maybe not as good in working on developing on the muscle, in a dynamic way, not so aggressive, but he's great in the joint, tendon strength. You give him some pancakes. I think it's a very good combination, which makes a huge difference quite quickly, right? So I think that's a big factor. Another factor I think is that Devon is now quite good in his King's move, which I don't think he had it back then. For example, when he was fighting Pushkar. So I think that's also quite an important thing. We are not sure if Levan is able to deal with it properly. Meanwhile, on Levan's side, I can see Levan having a really great hand control. I'm looking at those pictures and I can see just huge, massive wrist, and so it seems like the hand control aspect from Levan is just amazing, which might solve the King's move issues. I don't know. So yeah, at the end, when I evaluate everything, I still think that Levan will probably get it done, most likely 6-0. Maybe because mostly because I saw what happened with Michael and Devon. I think Devon was already on pancakes back then. He looked good, but not necessarily that amazing. So I'm thinking maybe the pancakes cannot really help him that much. So yeah, 6-0 Levan. That's my prediction.
Has your opinion changed, maybe a little bit from the start to beginning? Because everyone kind of, Team Devon now, I think everyone wants to see a miracle. Without putting your preferences, what do you think would be the better? What would you want to see in that match?
No, of course, I would like to see Devon winning. I would for sure like to see Devon winning. I know Devon is one of my favorite arm wrestlers, so I'm really rooting for him. But also, at some point, I even thought that Devon, it's a different Devon. We haven't really seen such a Devon before, so I was really almost saying that Devon is gonna win. But then a couple of days ago, I was thinking, but yeah, maybe that pancake thing is not that big of a deal. Just because we already saw how good he was with Todd and Berzank. Yes, he was good, but maybe not that great. So I don't think it's enough to beat Levan.
You started this all as a Devon hater, and then you're like, no, I hope Devon wins. So
No,
the people
I
who
do.
were writing the mean comments, they stopped. They're like, okay, he's one of us. Yeah, this is. I can't wait for the match. I hope it's a war. Yeah. Thank you for giving your insight. You've been in a sport how long? 10+ years, 15 years?
15 years, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. And you've been around, seen everyone, and your opinion is always valuable. So thank you, Mindaugas, for that.
No problem. Thank you, Ray.